Hi folks, just getting a couple of technical issues sorted out here, but welcome to our Tuesday morning Reboot, Recover, Rebound Tuesday seminar, no matter where you are. Now, the name of the game here is get yourself a cup of tea. Chai tea, I love that chai tea. And get yourself a pad and a pen, because we're going to move rapidly, because I want to help you guys no matter where you are. Perth, Seoul, Auckland, New Zealand, New York, no matter where you are, to empower. What do we mean by empower? And how do we help you in business, whether you're just starting or whether you're looking to grow a business, whether you've got a large, medium, small, no matter where you are. Our goal is to help you no matter where you are. We say empower time. One business at a time, right around the world, empowering the world. And we'll talk about that. Hi, Catherine's there. Bruce Henderson, thanks for being here, mate. I mean, every Tuesday I check what's going on in the news, and straight away when it comes to Corona, huge drop in virus numbers right around Australia and zero in Western Australia. So people are starting to say, let's lift the restrictions, lift the restrictions. There's so much going on when it comes to business, and yet just yesterday, Mark Woodhouse, Chief Exec of Woodhouse Timber, said to me, Lee, the timing of your sales training with our sales team, it couldn't have been better, because what's happened is we're going to put all those tools into action over these coming tougher months. And that's what we want to be doing with you guys right now, is giving you tools to help you over these coming tougher months. Look at this, poor Richard Branson talking about, I think, mortgaging his island, $5 billion in debt, Virgin Airlines collapsing. He's looking for the UK government to give them a handout. And of course, that's just one of the many businesses that are going through super tough times. Look at this, 1 in 4 Australians could be out of a job as the virus, the shutdown continues. So it's not good news. The landscape is nightmarish, but at the same time, there's a whole lot of opportunities there. Look at this, hour-long queues at Doles. The virus, theoretically, Germany's starting to lift restrictions. New York still seems to be in trouble. Los Angeles in trouble. All sorts of things are happening, and we've got to pivot and adapt. We've got to change the panic on the stock markets. But I love this quote of President Harry Truman. He said, men, but of course, people make history, not the other way around. People make history, not the other way around. You and I are going to make our own histories over the next 2 months, 6 months, and beyond. In periods where there's no leadership, society stands still. Progress occurs when courageous, skillful leaders seize the opportunity to change things for the better. And that's what we want to be doing in these seminars, in these webinars on a Tuesday, to help you change things for the better, to take leadership and make your own history. Boris Johnson's recovered from Corona and back into the heat of battle. Survival packages, there's going to be billions and trillions of dollars flushing around the system. The question is how you get access to it, what you do with your money, what you do with your resources to make it happen. There are businesses, bars, restaurants, have pivoted, changed, coffee shops, doing takeaway. Hey, Daryl Thompson, how you going, mate? Thanks for watching. This is our Tuesday webinar. I want to help everybody. We say empower the world one business at a time. Look at this, travel. Who knows what's going to happen with travel? Borders still shut. Crazy behaviours in supermarkets over toilet paper, of all things. What about that guy that bought like 1,000 rolls back the other day wanting a refund? You're kidding me, mate. So glad that manager said, go get Nick, mate. Trying to unethical opportunity. It's about how do we take ethical opportunities out of, how do we pivot and rebound in this time of rapid change? Woolworths and others, rearranging shopping hours, of course, the 1.5 meters that we're separating, the tape on the floor, all sorts of changes going on. Yet businesses are booming. There are a whole range of things that businesses are doing to boom, some businesses, not all. And so, it's about what do we do in this time of Corona to go, how do we turn our sales around? That's what I want to help you with today. Look at this, liquor stores, home delivery and liquor stores. We know, what I say, 70% of Australians are drinking more and eating more chocolate, I think, over this coronavirus. So liquor stores and chocolate are going well. Certainly groceries, IGA, Woolworths, Coles, doing well. Question is, what can we do to help you do well? Well, look at this woman somewhere I think in the Middle East, where she was painstakingly gluing hundreds of rhinestones to the mask. People are changing, adapting. Question is for you, where are the ethical opportunities in this new environment. I want to help you with that on this webinar today. Of course, there's the working from home. How do we work from home? And in fact, we're recording a number of programs over the next month. A whole range of programs are on our online academy in regard to working from home, telephone, marketing, sales. You can get access to those. I'm going to tell you today how you can do that, how you then pivot, and because we're going to do even more, because there's a science. A lot of people haven't worked from home. I mean, I've worked from home for many years, so I've got a whole structure, but I want to share that with you guys, and some of my colleagues will as well, because what we know is history shows us that after all plagues, after all of these kind of massive illnesses, look, the Black Death from 1347 to 1350, that's just one of the times, people bounce back. There's a renaissance, there's a rebound. So we want to help you with that. And of course, why should you do it? Well, there's me with my beautiful grandson, Noah. There's the future. We want to build a solid foundation for our kids, our grandkids, to bounce back. You know you're staying in bed under the doona. It's like, let's build a future for those that we love and care about. And of course, this is an interesting article I saw last week. The government said, I want people to go on a study binge. Here's an opportunity to reskill, rebound as part of the pivoting and the evolution phase. How do I learn more? And that's what I want to help you with today. If you're running your own business, want to start your own business, no matter where you are, you want to put the tools. In fact, now's the time to get your team on a study binge, to upskill. And as I just showed you the testimonial from Mark Woodhouse, the skills we gave people in terms of sales, business generation, self-sufficiency, Woodhouse are ahead of the curve because we did that last year, but I want to help you with those tools and some of those tools today and how you can get access to those tools. I love this article. Coronavirus triggers Australian self-sufficiency push. People saying we need to buy Australian instead of relying on overseas. And I agree with that. And in fact, my hardware client, Tim, down there in Mandurah, is doing terrifically well because he's saying, listen, all these other hardware stores relying on overseas product, well, there's a weakness to that strategy. Let's become more self-sufficient. I love that word, self-sufficiency, self-reliance, which means self-mastery. And so I want to help you beyond this doom and plague to bounce back with self-mastery. We call it resilience, resourcefulness, rebound, recover. Some are even talking about it being a rebirth, because you're going to need to have a rebirth of your business. In fact, here it is. We said life before coronavirus, there was you, the way you thought, the way you made decisions, your network, your business, your finances. But now the world has changed. Right now, you're in the middle of surviving, adjusting, and re-strategizing. And that's what we want to be helping you with in this webinar. How you're thinking, how you're making decisions, the state you're in, the resourcefulness. And then, how's your business adjusting, whether it be working from home, whether it be how do you communicate with teammates and colleagues, how you communicate with customers, and of course your finances. Boy, I'm sure they took a hit, unless of course you're in one of those booming industries. Life after, you need to start planning for life after the coronavirus, because as you see, restrictions are starting to be lifted already, because you're going to need new, stronger, multiple sources of revenue. And that's what I want to help you with that today, so that you, on the other side of coronavirus, the way you think, the way you operate, the way you work with your team, your business will be different. You need to plan for that now. That's what we want to help you with, because it is going to be a new world beyond what it was like before. In fact, the world will never be the same again. And you will never be the same again. Your family will never be the same again. We have an online learning, Everyday Empowerment Institute systems platform to help you adapt and prosper. And I want to talk to you and actually show you how you can get access to that throughout this webinar. Here are just some of the clients I've worked with over the last 40 years. Everyone from Dymocks, Blackburn, the West Australian newspaper, British Standards Institute, Telstra Australia. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of companies across many, many different industries with thousands and thousands of human beings to help them adapt, thrive, prosper, particularly in the area of business generation, teamwork, leadership, innovation. So I want to give you, in this short session, some of the ideas and tools to help you, and of course give you access to the tools that have helped these companies Really, look, Blackburn, unbelievable. West Australian at the time, Daryl, you know, at the time when people followed the system, some amazing things happened there. At DG Global, Subway, it goes on and on. So I want to give you some of those tools. Oh, here's just one example. Craig Drinnen, Managing Director, Welding Solutions of small business in Bibra Lake. Lee, in fact, this is what happened. Craig got access to these programs. Daryl Thompson, you know the ones. These programs, of course, we've developed them way beyond this now. And look what's happened. And we've coached Craig. He said, made another $1 million within 6 months of starting. Just wanted to touch base to give you an update. Lee, we've done about 2.5 million in sales in 6 months. So we're on track for our best year ever. What I'm saying is, what I'm about to share with you, and by the way, you can see there on the slides. And if you get access to this webinar, you can get the link and I'll put it, you can get access to it via my website and other places. Andrew Herman, how are you, mate? Thanks for coming online. What I'm sharing with you, we've won LearnX Gold and Winner Awards, LearnX for the e-learning and training right across Australia. So I didn't fall out of the trees yesterday, folks. As you can see, I had hair when I started this. I've helped people, I've empowered people for the last 30, 40 years to grow their businesses, make more sales. So this is proven, award-winning, it works. So I want to help you not only survive, but rebound, to turn this pandemic into a positive, to come out stronger and create a renaissance in your life, in your business, in your family. Now, some of the key principles we work on at Everyday Empowerment Institute are this. 1, get ready for the shock. Your business and your business results are a reflection of you. You, your decision-making, your thinking, your skills, your level of consciousness. What level are you thinking at? Survival level to best in the world level. What level are you thinking at? Your money, your bank balance is a reflection of you. What else is it going to be? It's going to be a reflection of you and the decisions you've made in the past. But let's help you take that to the next level. Your life is a reflection of you. I don't like that at all. How can that be? It's my mother's fault, my father's fault, the priest's fault, the football fault. No, the government's fault. Oh, yes. No, it's me. It's you. We've got to look in the mirror and say, my life's a reflection of me. So therefore, let's not just work in the business. Oh, I'm busy, busy, busy. Let's take time out. And in fact, people are saying one of the purposes of the coronavirus is to take time out, go to your room, reflect, to work on your business. In fact, as we say, don't just work in your life, work on your life. To work on your life, to reflect, go to your room and reflect. I love this quote from Marianne Williamson. She says, our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented and fabulous? Lee Farnell, who are you to, Daryl Thompson, Chris Waterman, who are you to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented? Chris Waterman would tell me, he'd give me a lecture on how he knows exactly why he's brilliant, gorgeous, talented and fabulous. But most people doubt themselves too much. And so to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, it's like, who are you not to be? You are a child of the universe. You're born with all these gifts. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children do. We're born to make manifest the glory that is within us. It's not within some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. Chris, Andrew, letting your light shine to trigger others to go, I can do that, I can do that. And as we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Now, that's a quote modified from Marianne Williamson, who Nelson Mandela used that quote in his inauguration speech. Let go of your own fears and to liberate others. That's why at Everyday Empowerment Institute, we say we want to empower the world one business at a time, to let the light shine. So our creed at Everyday Empowerment Institute, because I think it's important to know, who are we? What are we trying to do? Why are we doing these Tuesday morning webinars? Because we believe humans should be free to shine and optimize the gifts and the talents and the potential that they've been given. We believe in providing the tools, the systems, the technology, the resources, the support, the challenge, the coaching, the education, the mentoring, the community for everyone and anyone who seeks it and is willing to invest in themselves. is willing to invest in themselves to get the skills, to get the systems, to get the technology so that they can optimize their potential. We believe in financial freedom through self-determination. Luciano Howe, thanks for watching, mate. Financial freedom. I know some of you guys who are on the webinar right now believe in exactly the same things. Financial freedom through self-determination and self-sufficiency. We believe all thriving families, communities and countries are based on healthy, thriving business, independence can stand on your own 2 feet, but interdependence, how we work together and help each other to optimize. That's how our country is built. Healthy businesses building healthy communities, whether you're Bendigo, Albany, Denmark, in Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, doesn't matter. Communities are based on healthy businesses being able to stand on their own 2 feet and at the same time be interdependent. Torquay, Geelong, doesn't matter where you are. We believe our traditional education system does not equip our children for self-sufficiency. Who did a class on self-sufficiency in school? No, you did more on trigonometry and the Great Wall of China than you did on self-sufficiency. If anything, in this fast-paced world and rapidly changing world, our traditional education system moves very slowly, too slowly, and in fact can limit us. Study hard, get a good job, then you'll be okay. Study hard, get a good job, and they'll look after you for life. Well, that went out in the 1960s, if not before. It really is about the skills for self-sufficiency. Even if you work for someone else, how do I stand on my own 2 feet, make decisions, work in a team, make sales, generate revenue? Because in fact, as Tim I in this environment, it needs to be able to generate revenue. If you're a cost center, you better be proving that you're proving your value, because most people, in fact, everybody would say in the business should be talking to customers and generating business. The Everyday Empowerment Institute is committed to this, committed to sharing the best real-world tools, knowledge and support to help our members every day, everywhere, because now we can communicate with people right around the world via the internet like we are right now. Break the change, break the limitations that hold them back, and move closer to realizing their full personal, business and financial potential. Everyday Empowerment gives you the personal and the business hardware and software systems to deliver rapid results to increase your happiness, prosperity and inner contentment. And clearly there's a relationship between all of those. So we say illumination and understanding, inspiration and power to assist me solve problems, because right now you need to be able to solve problems. By the way, at school, they taught you how to solve mathematical problems, but did they teach you how to bounce back from a pandemic problem? So let's run through it. What is the problem? Bouncing back from the pandemic. Finances. What do I think about that problem? Am I in panic mode? What's my state? Because if my state's wrong, my state is disempowered, how can I solve the problem in a constructive way? So steps, and I want you to take these steps right now, is stop worrying and fretting, blaming, feeling angry, guilty or afraid. Because even though that might be natural, it's not empowering, it's not helpful, it's not what we call a resourceful state. So you need to re-establish joy, excitement and faith. What am I joyful about? My health, my family, my house, my grandchild, my friends, my business, my contacts, the ability to be able to communicate with you. I'm going to discuss a plan of action with a friend who supports me. So today I want you to be making notes on what is your plan of action, what are your problems, but more to the point, what's the plan of action? So I want you making notes on that off the back of this webinar. So you move into action, because as we said, there's a whole lot of things I could have done 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It's no use. As I said, the best time to plant the tree, yeah, maybe it was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. Take action now. So we're going to use this time, put in your head, we're going to create a breakthrough in your business. When we say a breakthrough, is causing a result that goes way beyond what would be logically predicted based on your previous performance. Daryl, Luciano, Chris, put your head on. How do we use this time to create a breakthrough? If you don't ask the question, you don't get the answer. As Peter Drucker said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Where do we create the future? Where do we create the future? We create it between our ears. concept of empowerment means a set of measures designed to increase autonomy and self-determination, enabling you to overcome. It's what people need to overcome right now. Hi, Fran, how are you going? People right around Australia, around the world, overcoming a sense of powerlessness and lack of direct personal influence around the coronavirus. But in fact, we're mastering our own ship. We're driving the bus. The process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling your life to pursue with clarity what you want. So out of today, I want you on that pad. What do I want over the next 3 months, 6 months? What do I want? If it's not written down, how do I call it a plan? It's just a wish. That's why the power of the pen and the power of the pad and the power of what goes on between the ears have done magic over the years. Now, the model that we use at Everyday Empowerment Institute is a model of personal and business transformation. It's a systematic approach. Stage 1 is inner world. What is going on between your ears, your thoughts, the story you're telling yourself, your self-talk? Get conscious of what is going on in that inner world. Are you in control of the mind? Is the mind in control of you? What's your relationship with your mind and your inner world? Then we know that what goes on in the inner world has a direct impact on what happens in our outer world of growth and development. We have what we call the ladder of business evolution. We're going to show you that ladder of business evolution because it's step by step how to go from idea to outer world growth and development. We also work on part 3 is the principles of Kaizen. Kaizen. Hey, Eamon, how are you? Kaizen. Empower to improve using the principles of Kaizen. Change for the better. Kai, change, Zen. Making things better and more beautiful on a day-by-day basis. And when we have a deliberate practice approach, the cells that fire together wire together, a key principle in neuroscience. So every day we're doing the reps, and we've deconstructed the reps, the inner world and the outer world reps, repetition to transform lives, transform businesses. I'm not just sitting here saying it. We've done it for 30 years, and certainly in the last 5 years using our online platform and how that links in with the coaching. It's just phenomenal, the results that we get. Because the point is, it's not just learning like reading a book. It's not just learning like watching a YouTube clip. It's applying that learning. Knowledge applied in action to make real-world, real-time differences. Measurable, monetizable improvements. I've seen a lot of coaching programs and a lot of learning, and most of the coaching programs talk about how much money the coach is making, as distinct from how much money the people in the coaching program are making. We have a system for real-world return on investment. Want to find out more? Then let's keep talking. We say everyone, everywhere, every day, changing for the better and being able to measure how they're doing that and how that is having an impact on their bank balances. Because if it isn't, then it's just fun. Everyday empowerment online coaching systems. It's online, which means it's scalable and can be shared no matter where you are around the world. So it's not just about training. It's not just business growth training. It's the implementation to not only survive, rebound, then prosper. We call them everyday operating systems, just like your phone. Just like your phone has an operating system and your iPad has an operating system. Could be Windows, could be Apple. But if you were using the operating system Windows 95, it's completely different than Windows 2020. And some of us are still using Windows 95 between our ears. Some of us are still using 6 versions ago of iPhone, the iOS operating system. But you need to upgrade. Upgrade your operating system, upgrade your results. And that's how you do it using our online platform. Daily immersion, and I'll talk about that. So it's about understanding where you are on the ladder of learning. The bottom of the ladder is apathy. Oh, I don't care, mate. It's all too hard. Ignorance. I don't need to know, mate. I don't care. I don't know. I don't know anything about money. Don't know anything about sales. Don't know anything about rebound. Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, I've heard about sales. I've heard about business generation. I've heard about inner world. Oh, no, I know about that, mate. No, I know. No, I read it. No. I'm in on that. I know all about that. Yeah, no, I know. No, I know that. No. The interesting thing is people, even you guys watching there, we know tend to, when you're listening for what part you know. What I know. No, I know that. That's not new. That's not new. Lee, please, that's not new. But as Napoleon Hill said, action is the real measure of intelligence. It's not about knowing. It's about putting the knowing into action, using it. How well do you use business generation discipline? How well do you use inner world discipline? How well do you use money management discipline? How well do you use innovation discipline? How well do you use rebound discipline? And of course, where you're really heading is embodiment. So it's happening without even thinking about it. It's embodiment. And we work with you to move up that ladder. We want you to be not only knowing, but using and embodying. As the great Andrew Carnegie said, you cannot push anyone up a ladder unless he or she be willing to climb a little themselves. So where are you on that ladder, and are you willing to do some climbing? Because as Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. We say do the reps, the reps. We want to rewire with reps to help you grow and have what we call business generation excellence. We're in the business of empowerment. Empowerment means to educate and motivate, give you the tools. But we then want to go to the next step of you embodying so that you're using the tools on a daily basis. So we have the systems, the structures, the software, the incentives to do what we call deliberate practice. You want it embedded into your business. Embedded, not, oh, I know about that. No, but is it embedded? We've heard about sales. We did training about 10 years ago. But is it embedded? As David Horlock, my client from APAC, the BSI across Asia over the last couple of years, said, Lee, it's about embedding excellence into the business so that everyone, every day, everywhere has excellence in terms of business generation, customer service, leadership, communication. So you want systems and culture, and that's what we embed into an organization, the systems and the culture for performing at a super high level. We use what we call the 7 Ds, and we use the model of the Color Zone Business Growth System. It's the Everyday Empowerment Institute Business Growth System, color-coded and deconstructed on what needs to happen to have high-performing business generation. We've deconstructed it. We know what the distinctions are. We've documented it, and we help companies document their best practice. We get people doing what we call deliberate practice, drills to rewire and debrief. So we've broken it down to make it simple and easy to do. And where debrief comes in, then also digital dashboards. We have the system. We want to share it with you so that you rewire to rebound. I've got to get moving. Point is this, my outer world's already been created. It's dead. It's got no reality. What is what is. What I've got to do is learn to work from my inner world to create the rebound, which is why we focus on both inner world and outer world work. The power that's within me is greater than the power in my outer world. You, Eamon, Fran, Chris, Daryl, the people watching right now, it really is about right now taking control and understanding the science of inner world and outer world. And that's why we have what we call the Everyday Empowerment Institute Parthenon. It's a model for inner world and outer world development where in the outer world, we drill down. There are 17 critical performance areas that we work on, drill down into the detail of customer relationship, sales, business generation, team, leadership, areas that you've heard about, you might even know a bit about. The point is, are you embodying it? Thanks for giving me some hearts and love there, folks. Thanks for doing that. And the inner world, but it starts with clarity. It starts with stillness, rising up into the stillness to make clear decisions. Because if you're scatty, if your brain is all over the place right now, you won't be making the right decisions. And so we have a number of levels of involvement. Bronze level is where you're involved at the business generation level, generating cash flow, generating sales. Silver level is where you're involved at the team leader level, where you're working with teams of people to bring the best out in those teams of people, particularly in terms of business generation. And gold is if you're the business owner, chief executive, managing director. Clearly, what goes on between your ears has a massive impact on the rest of the organization. So you don't float above the ecosystem, you're at the heart of the ecosystem. So what goes on between your ears, the story you're telling yourself, how positive or negative you are, will make a massive impact. And you need daily discipline as the chief exec, business owner, managing director, because you really are shaping the future with your thinking. So we work with you on both the inner world and the outer world. So in this program, get ready to make some big, hard decisions. And I've got to move fast here. I'm talking too much. I get so excited about what I'm doing. I'm so passionate about helping people realize their full potential. So some big, hard decisions, and even make some financial decisions, where you're spending your money, marketing decisions. We're doing some great programs I'm putting together just here to help people with their marketing and their websites, in particular, business generation. But it starts with self-learning. Go from, oh, I heard about it, yeah, I know about it, to embody. Embed and embody. How do I get this information in? That's what we do with our clients and our companies, to get that information in, embodied into the organization, systems to empower, embed, embody. We asked people what was the number one fear that they had in terms of getting through this lockdown. And some of them were, what's going to happen, Lee? What do I do? How do I stay afloat and survive? How do I come out of this in good shape? How do I come out so that I'm in a strong position? How do I even stay positive myself in terms of this chaos and turmoil? How do I get more leads? What do I do to get more leads? Give me some practical tools. We're about to move on to that right now. Look at Roy Trotter. He said, I fear for the livelihood of my staff. Peter Butler told me, cash flow problems. How do I keep enough work for my team? How do I make sure my staff don't panic in their decision making? That's right. Stay calm and refer back to me. Otherwise, they might make some dumb decisions. So no matter where you are now, you do need to be reflecting and looking at your present situation. Then you need to go, where do I want to get to? Which is why what we do at Everyday Empowerment Institute is we always start with an online diagnostic of where's your business at right now. We've got 17 critical performance areas that we analyze for you and then give you a report back to go, okay, this is where you're strong and here are the gaps. Now let's focus on those gaps. Let's come up with a constructive plan. Richard Pengelly, how are you, mate? So we always start with a diagnostic of where are you at right now in terms of your business. Inner world, outer world. Richard Pengelly does a lot of work in the inner world, the Reverend. Thank you, Richard. So we want to customize, because everybody's different. Everyone's the same and they're different. The science is the same, but we're different. So, Richard, you know this. When a person has an idea, great intention, we say that's in non-existence, because it's in the inner world. It's just an idea. You've set a goal or a vision, particularly if it's for your business or your personal life, but let's focus on business here. I want to do this. I want to head down this path. That's non-existence. In business, in particular, we say, even in non-existence, it's good to look at what are leaders doing in your marketplace. If you're in hardware, what are the great hardware people doing? Hi, Alex, how are you going? If you are in law, what are the great lawyers doing? Right now, while you're in isolation, it's a great chance to do research. Who are the best? What are they doing? The next stage on the ladder of business evolution is danger, because you've got an intention, but if you haven't taken action, you've got to get off the runway. You've actually got to do something. The plane has to overcome gravitational forces. You have to overcome gravitational forces. That's why joining a community of like-minded people to help you with accountability to overcome your own forces of status quo. Emergency is when I'm just about to take off, but I'm not out of gravitational forces. I'm still struggling. And that's where you need plenty of promotion and marketing. What we're seeing right now, in fact, I was just talking with a client in South Africa, the marketing is so weak. It's so beige. It doesn't stand out. And so someone was ringing me, forget it. You need to know the science of how to stand out, how to promote, because once you've got your marketing and your business generation in place, you'll move into what we call normal operation. So you've gone non-existence, danger, emergency, normal operation. Normal operation is where you're doing okay. You've made sales. Business is sailing along. At that point, we say you need to observe what's working, what's not working. Step back and observe, because the next step you want to get to is affluence, where you've done something or something's happening, you've got a sharp jump in sales. Wow. And you've got a higher level of consistency and profitability. At that point, again, you're not going to change anything because things are going so well. But what you do want to be doing is making sure you're documenting and capturing best practice systems, whether it be on video or writing. And again, that's what we help you do, because you want to get to the point where you've got leveraged affluence, where you eventually end up with multiple profit centers, multiple businesses, multiple revenue streams. The next level is change, where at change, the business can be run without you as the founder. You can step away, go on holiday, you can take 2 months off, and the business is still run beautifully. And power change is where you have the opportunity of selling out completely and having a number of investments. So you're actually free of having to work if you don't want to work. At the same time, most creative entrepreneurial people go back and start another business because they love doing the cycle. So we help you go up that ladder from non-existence to power change. That's what we want to do and help. We check where are you at right now on that ladder and what are some of the blockers and resistive forces you need to overcome. We want to coach you through that, because one of the key blockers of most entrepreneurs and business owners is how you need to get out of your own way. In other words, stop micromanaging and trying to do it all yourself. It's only when you stop doing it all yourself do you actually have leverage. So you need to have systems. You need to train others and be supporting them in being leaders, which is a whole other level. What is your training and leadership academy, even within your small business? See, most people don't realize their consciousness, the way they think is appearing to them in their experiences. Why am I so busy? Why are people always outside my door? Why do they always come to me with problems? Because your level of thinking hasn't changed to the level which says, I've got to get out of my own way. So it's very important we remain calm and still and centered, because if we're having agitated thoughts, we need to keep them to a minimum, which of course straight away is the breathing factor. Breathing, meditation is a very important part of staying calm, keeping your scatty brain under control. Otherwise you create scatty external experiences. So if you're projecting outwardly in a calm stillness state of clarity and focus, then that becomes the new projected thought and that becomes the new reality. So that's why at the Everyday Empowerment Institute, we train, coach, and value stillness, because it's out of the stillness comes calm, organized, external world. Intelligence is doing the things in your life you need to do. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't want to do it. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't want to do it. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. So how well are you in the discipline? What needs to happen to have even greater discipline? I know Richard Pengelly, all those years, every day would be at Beatty Park throwing the ball with his father. And of course, how many Olympics, Richard? I forgot, was it 2 or 3? Vice captain of Australia. Alex Hughes, an athlete as well. We're all in loops. Is it a high performance loop? Is it a medium performance loop? Is it a low performance loop? What loop are you constantly stuck in? And what needs to happen to break out of that loop? So step 1 in our plan to move forward is challenge your thinking, evaluate your thinking, spend some time reflecting on your thinking. As I say, go to your room, think about your thinking. Where's your mind at? Where's your brain at? What's your thinking pattern at? Where attention goes, energy flows. If I'm focusing on negatives, then that's where my energy is going to flow. It's not going to help me. So panicking is not helpful. Planning, growing, pivoting, meditating on where do I want to be in 3 months from now? Where do I want to be 6 months from now? What do I want my bank balance to look like in 3 months from now, 6 months from now? What do I want my life to look like, my relationships to look like? Write it down. Start with inner world management, inner world shaping the outer world, beginning with the end in mind, as Stephen Covey says. Visualize goals. We can have tools to help you set goals, and then the role of affirmations and the role of energy in manifesting what you want to create. Focusing what you can do rather than what you can't do. Controlling versus not controlling. And by the way, you guys who are on the Facebook Live, I'm also doing this as a Zoom conference and being recorded, so you guys can get access to the slides and the information so you can use it and use it in your own journals as well. Focus on what you're grateful for versus what, oh, this shouldn't have happened. I mean, I don't deserve this. It's not what you deserve. It's not what you deserve. You get what you manifest and create. As Buddha says, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. what you think you become. So it's taking responsibility for what you're letting go on in this real estate between your ears. Focusing on what you can control and stop focusing on what you can't control. What are you affirming to yourself on a daily basis? This is no good. It shouldn't happen. No, I'm lucky. I'm grateful. This is good. Things are going well. There's plenty of opportunity out there. My self-talk and my affirmations create my vibration. My self-talk and affirmations create my vibration, which creates my real external world. When it comes to knowledge, there's what you know. I know Alex has been to uni, Richard's been to uni, lectured at university. What we know, but as we say, if we want different results, we need to move beyond what we know. Because if what you do, if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always got. You want to get different results. As they say in Sanity, doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. There are things you know you don't know. Things you want but haven't been able to make happen. You know there are gaps, but there's a huge other chunk, almost 3/4 of potential of what you don't know that you don't know. So you're going to get different results, but you're going to try and get different results based on the same thinking and the same knowledge. All you're going to do is create a loop. I just had someone today going, "Oh, Lee, it's hard. Maybe I need to back off." We're going, hang on. You're basing your decision-making on existing knowledge. There's a whole lot of other things you can do that they're not even aware of that will make the difference. But if all they do is keep using the same old software, they'll keep getting the same results. There's new knowledge, new software, new operating systems that person is. I'm going to get on the phone and talk to them today because they're holding themselves back. It's the new knowledge with the new thinking and the new systems which will create the new actions that will get the new results. This person that just sent me the email is working on old knowledge, old thinking, old systems, and therefore is only going to get old results and wondering why they're struggling in this changed environment. So you need to take a look at what are the things I need to repeat and keep doing, but at the same time, I want to look at what are the things I should stop repeating. That's a list you should be doing. Things I should keep doing, things I should stop doing. Not the least of which, one of the things is injecting new knowledge. Step 2 in our program, besides thinking, is cash flow, because cash flow is oxygen. Cash flow is blood flow to your life and your business in terms of physical world. Richard, I know you as a reverend in the Church of England, you know that there's the spiritual world. But here, when it comes to money, it's about focusing on who is busy right now. Supermarkets, home delivery, transport. How can I go and help those people do even better? How do I add value to them? Who needs help? Could be cleaning, retail, medical, transport, as we say. And how do I use low-cost lead generation for my products or services? How do I use online selling? What are you doing right now in terms of online selling? What are you doing in terms of online communication? I'm going to give you some ideas. What are you doing if you're the coffee shops or the restaurants, the home delivery? A whole lot of them have pivoted there. But one of the keys in business, Daryl Thompson and others, how are you using outbound telesales right now? We say, 1, if you did 50 calls last week, do 100 calls this week. If you did 100 calls last week, do 200 calls this week. Get your list and start making the calls. We're going to talk about what to do and say on those calls. I know real estate people are giving incentives to pay up front. In other words, if you're renting out a property and say, okay, if you pay the next 9 months up front or the next 12 months up front, I'll give you 2 months free. In other words, getting cash in now. As we say, cash is different than promise. Cash flow is not profit. Cash in versus credit in. Don't count the cash until they pay you. Are you having cash flow reports daily and weekly? Are you looking at your pipeline? Where are the leads? Where are the deals in my pipeline? Let's go back on those leads, on those that said no or haven't bought, and go, okay, here are 5 good reasons why now's a great time to buy. We're just doing some work with one of our real estate clients last week and going, why is now a great time to buy? Particularly as you're an investor. And people, real estate towards 1, well, the market is in Perth, it hasn't quite dropped off, but it might. Right now is still a good time to buy real estate, particularly if you're an investor. We said, well, who's got the money? Well, the investors who have 3 or 4 properties or more and a line of credit will be a perfect person to go and have a conversation with. Customer retention, go back to your A-grade customers and discuss with them, what can you do? In fact, that's what I've been doing with some of mine. I'm getting some great feedback as well. The 60-30-10 rule. 60% of your marketing should go into your existing customers, 30% of your marketing goes into customers of the same demographic profile, and 10% goes out into cold calling and the general marketplace. But 90% is incredibly, incredibly targeted. Go back on leads who showed interest. What else? Cut unnecessary overheads. Where are the overheads? Alex Hughes, what are your unnecessary overheads you can be cutting? If it's not bringing in cash, get rid of it or defer it. Where can you get access to cash and credit right now? Contact the banks if you have major debts. I know some of my clients had major debts. They've already contacted the banks to freeze some of those loans for the next 3 months and 6 months. Have those conversations with the banks. People are also saying use it as an opportunity to negotiate better terms and interest rates. Some are even going, should we fix or not? Negotiate better terms and interest rates. Talk to your financial advisors over those things. But the most important thing is don't stop sales and marketing. Don't stop sales and marketing. What did I just say? Don't stop sales and marketing. Frequency times quality of contact. That's the R factor. Frequent quality contact. Frequent quality contact. Frequent quality contact. So promote, promote, promote. Put out offers. Put out new offers to your marketplace. An offer to take action. Use your business generation system. Now, if you say, what is my business generation system? Well, that's really starts to be top four, the point number 4. You should have a top 50 and a top 100 list. Who are the top 50 clients? Who are the top 100 clients I want to go and touch base with? Get on there and call the list using the 60-30-10 rule. Now, have a script. Type up a script on the computer of, Bob, I'm just giving you a call. It's a courtesy call. This is a follow-up call. This is just a short call to let you know we're still open for business. There's the how can I help you script. There's the we're still open for business script, where I just wanted to touch base and say hi and let you know if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Write out what you want to say, because what you say in call number 1, what you say in call number 100 will be completely different if you don't have a script to get on the phone and make those calls. As James Rowan said, never wish life were easier, wish you were better. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Never wish life were easier, wish you were better. Step 4, business generation system. How to turn the downtime into an uptime. Well, when we talk about business generation, we've color-coded the whole business generation. We've deconstructed it into colors. The yellow zone is everything you do before you get face-to-face or make contact and have a conversation with a client or a prospect. Yellow zone is how you position yourself in your business and how you attract leads. What is your active lead generation, lead attraction strategy, and what is your passive lead attraction strategy? So 1, our online diagnostic drills down and gets you to take a look at your positioning and lead attraction and looks for the opportunities to take that to the next level, to Kaizen, continuous and never-ending improvement, your yellow zone. Then we have our orange, blue, red, and green zones. The actual conversation you have, whether it be on the phone or with a group, we call it the prospect conversion success system. We want to train you and coach you in having quality conversations to convert clients, to discover their needs. If there is a need that you can solve, then how you pitch, present, persuade to generate the business, whether it be on the telephone, whether it be one-to-one, whether it be one-to-many, whether it be online. How do you do it? We want to help you have better conversion processes. Then the purple zone. The purple zone is what happens after you've made the sale. We call it the client retention and growth. It's the service. How do you retain the client? You give the client what they want and you give them wow. So it's the client retention strategies and the client growth strategies. And in amongst that, of course, is the service that you give, how you deliver on the service. So our goal is to help you increase leads, then increase conversion, then increase retention. And you know, the mathematics of this are absolutely amazing. We call it the compounding power of business generation. Your business generation, your revenue is number of leads times conversion rate times average dollar sale. So if you had 100 leads and your conversion rate was 15% and the average sale was $100, it's a turnover of $1,500. But if you just increased the number of leads by only 10%, increased your conversion rate from 15 to 20%, and increase the average dollar sale from 10, and that's what we do in the business generate. We teach you how to do that. Look at that, goes from 1,500 to 2,420, a 61% increase just with some small adjustments. Now, I've got to say to you, one, if you doubled the number of leads and if you took the conversion rate from 15 to 30% and took the average dollar sale from 100 to 120, you get a massive exponential jump. But let's go another step. Let's now look at retention, because we know that a lot of businesses, 15 to 20% of businesses, lose large numbers of customers every year. And if they just halve that number, they could double their profit. So if you focus on retention as well, same 100 leads, conversion rate, $100 average sale. Let's say the average retention was 3 years, so revenue is 4,500. We increase the number of leads, we increase the conversion rate, same 110 average dollar sale. But if we then had better customer contact, better relationship, better account management, so that we retain the client for 4 years, all of a sudden we have a massive jump. Purple zone, customer retention, makes a massive difference. So we've systematized that. We work with clients systematically to work on each of those zones and watch the magic happen. We've got the tools, we've got the spreadsheets, we've got the software. It's all there, and it's not just us saying it. Look, a well-implemented sales process can increase your win rate by 24%, reduce your sales cycle length by 20, increase your average sale price by 15. We can make massive impacts. We'd love you to join us. So how do you do that? Well, you can do everything from a SWOT analysis on your system, develop knowledge, build strategy, marketing. We help you with all of these things. Work on your branding. This is all in the online. This is all in the online diagnostic. The activity levels. We look at activity levels. Look at team management. Look at leadership. So the Rebound plan is one. Come and take advantage of our online diagnostic to look in the mirror of your business right now. Use our tool. Work through the 17 areas. It's free, and in fact, I'm going to show you. It's more than free. It's actually a whole gift voucher I'm about to give you, because then we're going to map out a plan for you and show you how to get an incredible return on investment, because we're going to work with you in a one-to-one coaching conversation with myself. It's a 60-minute session to map out a plan. No obligation, no pressure. We want to help you. It's part of our contribution to help one business at a time be empowered to rebound, to shift your thinking, to give you new knowledge and new power to make the change. Now, you have a choice. You can keep doing what you're doing right now, using the knowledge you're using right now. Same thinking, same actions get you the same results. And you'll probably get no real change. You won't have to step out of your comfort zone at all. You can try and get there on your own, not a problem. Alternatively, come join us. Let us help you with new ideas, motivation, sharing problems and solutions with you, and hear also how other clients are using our tools and how you can use those tools as well, because you will, working with us, come out of this crisis stronger. Let us help you put new software, new operating systems, new scaffolding to grow and scale your business up that ladder of business evolution. The platform you can get access to 24/7, worldwide, real time. It's proven, it's tested. We've used it across 15 different countries over the last 3 years. It is incredibly effective at transforming businesses. Here's just one example. Sarah Casey, $1 million per year in sales extra, $20,000 a week extra down at Esplanade Fremantle. David Horlock up in Asia, he lives in Hong Kong. I spoke to him in Singapore last week. Lee, 176% of budget. Thank you very much. We're 40% up on last year. You created a new sales culture. Brilliant. Folks, please let us help you. Look at this. Wes Bean, 300% better Lee, 300% better teamwork. Sales are up 100% in the last 90 days. Please come and let us help you. So if you could get access to that over the next 12 months, would you? Would you? Would you be willing? Oh, gee, Lee, I don't know. It sounds a bit much. What sounds much? You don't even know it. It's right now. We're going to give you access for free. So forget do nothing. Forget I'll do it later. We know what happens. Comfort zone takes over. Make a decision. Let's do something right now. Do something to invest in yourself right now. As the Chinese proverb said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So if you're a business owner, a chief executive, managing director, take advantage of this business growth voucher. It's valued at $899. We do a comprehensive online deep dive using the 17 key performance areas of the Everyday Empowerment Parthenon. We then do a 60-minute coaching, a Reboot, Recover, Rebound coaching session. And in that, we look at your relationship marketing system and map out the numbers to show how you can, following these systems, make a whole lot more, come out a lot stronger. So take action. By the way, this voucher is free. What does FREE? $899 of services, time, experience that will make an incredible difference. We know it makes an incredible difference to the business. So chief execs, touch base with us to take access to that. As I say, you get the online diagnostic, deep dive on all 17 critical performance areas. We give you a report, and then we do the 60-minute coaching session, customized plan, reverse engineering your revenue targets, taking my 37 years in coaching and consulting and customizing it to your business situation. I want to help you. Total value $899, yours free today. So take action. Send me a message, go to the website. There's a range of ways of getting access to that. If you're looking to start a business, if you're a new entrepreneur, if you've got an idea but you want to convert that idea into reality, it might be a small business or a medium business, then use this time to invest in yourself, to grow, to go from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Reboot. Use our Everyday Empowerment Parthenon. Get access to this inner world, outer world online platform, particularly at the bronze level, to get started, to get your cash flow up and running. You may want to be involved at silver level. You may want to be involved at gold level. At the bronze level, you get access to 65 online modules, everything from introduction to business generation, to mindset, to reading people, to how to position and generate leads, to how to have structured, powerful conversations, to how to win more repeat business and referrals, telephone selling. Now, I can just see I'm going to go a fraction over time here, so please stay with me because I want to help you. Bronze level, time management. This is really fantastic. At bronze level, 65 modules online, plus there's a range of other benefits I'm going to explain to you in just a second. If you're a team leader, you may want to get access to the 119 modules, which is bronze, and the team leadership, performance management, feedback, communication, drills, training, mentoring, 90-day sales plans. This area is exactly what Mark Waterhouse is talking about, how the sales managers have taken this. Hi, Pam, how you going? Have taken this and transformed what they're doing at Woodhouse Timbers and a range of other places. The gold level, of course, is at a more senior level where you're a chief exec, managing director, running your own business, everything from working with senior teams, changing cultures, embedding, and that's access to all 165 online modules. So, hey, Pam, how you going? So what I'm doing here, Pam, right now is letting people know they can get access to all of my material to help them through the coronavirus and beyond. We talked about bronze level, silver level, and gold level access. You want to find out more? Hi, Michael, how you going? Want to find out more? You can touch base, whether you want to be involved at bronze, silver, or gold level. Bronze, sales, business generation. Silver, team level. And gold is business owner, operator. And then we have a whole range of benefits when you're certified at silver, bronze, and gold level. The 90 days, the first 90 days of the program is the launch pad. Remember, we talked about the plane taking off the runway. Hi, Hoppy. You know, as an athlete, Hoppy, Richard Pengelly was on this call as well. To take off, you've got to overcome the gravitational forces. So there's a whole intensive period where we work with you when you commit for 12 months, but that first 90 days is so powerful, and we've worked a way to help launch you to transform your business results using our color zone system. And the way it works is we have weekly coaching webinars to help you. You've got the weekly business growth project, a drill to literally work on your business, not just in it. You're going to do daily online lessons to support and get new knowledge and new thinking. You're also going to do daily practice on the drills. There's going to be daily implementation. It's 15 to 20 minutes a day, making all the difference, and you'll be moving the dial. That's exactly what we want to be doing, moving the dial. So it's Everyday Empowerment Business Growth Immersion System. Come and find out more. This works. This is exactly what we've done right across Asia And those people paid literally hundreds of thousands of dollars to get access, but you're not going to be doing that. What you're going to get in your 12-month membership is firstly access to the bronze level modules. You're going to get 365 days access to bronze level everyday empowerment online learning platform, 65 different business growth systems. It also includes the fact that you participate in the Everyday Empowerment weekly group personal growth learning, leadership and business growth system coaching sessions, webinar online. So every week we support you, not monthly, not once a quarter, on a weekly basis we're supporting you. 24-hour decision maker bonuses, deep dive personal online diagnostic. You get the bronze level, the workbook that you're going to be working through. We deliver that to you digitally. You also get the choose how you want your life to be MP3, and you get our Surefire Sales Secrets relationship marketing system, all as part of a bonus. So the package for the 365 days annual membership for bronze level is $4,000, but the deep dive online $257, the workbook $297, the choose how you want your life to be $95, and the Surefire Sales Secrets $497. It's $1,146 bonus gift. You take action today, you're going to get that all for the $4,000 involvement. So you can choose which way you want to go. Option one, you pay a one-off annual fee of $4,000, and then you want to continue, you just pay a monthly fee after that. Alternatively, option two, you join on a 90-day trial membership subscription. You can join 90-day trial membership subscription, $750 a month over the 3 months, because you can cancel at any time. You get all of those benefits that I've spoken about, the automatic deduction. And by the way, we also give you 100% money back guarantee, so it's completely risk-free. So as I said, you can decide at any time within 30 days, you can immediately get a refund on your investment. No questions asked, just say the word, you get the money back in your account. You can also, by the way, upgrade so that any time during the first 90 days, you can upgrade your bronze membership to silver or gold, and the money you've paid gets credited to the silver or gold upgrade fee. So when you join on a daily basis, you're going to be following a step-by-step proven Everyday Empowerment Institute system to improve and grow your business. You're going to be learning new skills you can apply to grow your sales and profits each and every day. You're going to be increasing your cash flow and profits, so you're reducing debt and increasing your net worth. Your team are going to become more self-directed and self-managed each day, so you need to put in less effort to get the same or better results. And you are going to be moving up that ladder of business evolution so that your business can get to a point where it runs without you, to the point where you've optimized its value and potential and can sell it and exit if and when you want to. Let us help you move up that ladder of business evolution. Let us help you get out of your own way to optimize the potential of your cash flow, your business, your profit, your revenue, your life. You can join now. Very simply, how do you start? Simply write, yes, let's start. Send an email, contact me at lee@leefarnell.com. Send me a text. You pay by PayPal, MasterCard or Visa and get started, and we'll rush you the MP3s. We can transform your life. Empowering the world, one business at a time. Let us help you empower your business. Thanks for watching. Take action. Click the link below. We want to help you optimize your potential. Come join us, Everyday Empowerment Institute. Thanks for watching.